Let's go get him again.
Ferragamo utilized the tag team of Guichard and Maurice as their noses to work on their new Uomo men's line. It came out pretty decent. However, with this release right here, the Signature, that I'm going to be talking about today, they dumped Guichard as one of the noses. Maurice working alone. I think they had creative differences over Casual Life here, this flop of a release. I'm assuming Guichard didn't like where this was going, and Maurice is like, yeah, it's good. Okay, Maurice. Can Maurice and Ferragamo revive the line after the Casual Life flop with this Signature release? Find out next. Pop the cherry. Fragrance family, welcome to the Revolver channel. I'm your host, Mark. This series of Pop the Cherry is where I pop the cork on a full bottle purchase and give you my initial thoughts. I wore this scent right here, Uomo Signature, on my skin as my scent of the day. Today, as you can see from my Instagram, and a few days, just so I have a good grasp on the release. Now it's time to give you my thoughts before it goes into the vault for a full-fledged review. Now, if you're new here, thanks for watching. Subscribe, support the channel, hit that bell so you don't miss anything. I'm also all over social media. If you're not getting enough of me on YouTube, you can go on all other social media and you'll find me under my YouTube handle, Robes08, where I post my scent of day, scent of night post, new purchases, things I'm working on for this channel. Now, if you have a Facebook account, sure, you can follow me on my Facebook page, but you also can join my Facebook group called Fragrance Guru Nation. We're up to 18,000 members where we discuss fragrances, new releases, people buy, sell, swap, split fragrances. You can discover new YouTubers. People post their new videos and their channel links so you can go check them out. It's basically a great source of information. If you're in this hobby just like I am, it's awesome. Now on to our sponsor of the day, FragranceX.com. I did want to take the time to thank them for Uomo Signature. You can get a bottle of this too, of course, on Fragrance X. There's actually a ton of Ferragamos on that website, and you can support me by utilizing my coupon code, which is my YouTube handle, Robes08, and you get 15% off on your purchase, as little or as much as you would like. So I've already introduced it a few times, but I'm going to introduce you once again to Uomo Signature from the House of Ferragamo. I think this is their third release in the line, obviously the original, and then they released Casual Life, which is this one right here. The bottle's in hand just because I'm actually reviewing this one this week. And of course, this one right here, Signature. I know there's some different bottle variations of the original too. So let's go under the hood for Signature. Release date was back in 2018. Like I said in the introduction, so one nose theme this time. Alberto Maurice comes back and tries this release by himself, so he doesn't have a friend. Major notes to my nose on this particular fragrance, very much gourmand. And that's what you come to expect from the Uomo lineup from the original. Gourmand, gourmand, gourmand. And this one has that feel to the fragrance. It has coffee in it. There's also tonka bean, which gives you that, but it also has some rougher around the edges notes, and one of those is leather. So you're going to get some of that in this fragrance. So it's time to crack this one open. It is my scent of the day, so I'm living with it. And the dry down is right here, kind of smooth. But I want to remind me of the introduction, one for all of y'all at home. So this fragrance, in a nutshell, off the top, three things that it reminds me. It's very much sweet. However, it's warm. And it's inviting. Really one of those fragrances that is built for the cooler weather. Up top, Uomo Signature comes out swinging with the dark notes. There is citrus up top. They show up, but they burn off when I blink twice. Like blink, blink, gone. First thing I noticed with Signature is this isn't as gourmand as the original. It's not as sweet. It's not as desserty as the original, but I really felt a lot of the Uomo DNA. It was built like Moria's kind of used the same type of skeleton. It feels built the same way, the same type of structure, but with different moving parts in this one. And that's where I want to dissect this one just a little bit for all of you. So the interesting notes like coffee, tonka, and even the leather, they're all there. And that's what I like to see in a note breakdown. The interesting notes that I'm pinpointing, I want to feel them. I want to smell them. And here, they're there. The primary one out of those is the tonka. This is your primary note in this particular release. The Signature, even though dark, has sweetness and boatloads of it. It's vanillic mostly. You have a nice cinnamon note, which isn't too spicy, not too prominent in this release. The coffee is there, but it's a synthetic coffee note, so don't think you're going to get anything crazy here. It shares the spotlight with a suede-like leather, so there's no smoke here from the leather. It's not one of the best representations. And again, this Uomo lineup is more fun, playful. I'm not expecting something like a big rough and tumble leather, a big smoky leather, or a true to form tonka note, or even a really realistic coffee. I think it's more about the structure of the fragrance, and it is fun, playful, warming, inviting, very, very nice introduction. Actually, I really like this one. The original was all about the tiramisu, and that was its central theme, which I actually loved. I actually really like the original Uomo. This gives you more layers to peel, to be quite honest, and I'm actually enjoying that. So this is one of those fragrances that I'm going to enjoy to start peeling those layers when I'm reviewing it. I'm trying it out right now in the warm weather, and I can't wait to try it out more in the cooler weather in the future. Now into the dry down, and like I said, this thing has layers, but at the same time, it don't move much. It's very much more of the same that I got in the introduction. Absolutely a linear scent from early testing. The cinnamon, the tonka, and the leather, they're the central parts here. A little bit of a coffee quality more into the dry down, but mostly tonka-centric with the suede-like leather. I felt like after 30 minutes on skin, this scent didn't change at all. So we're going to see what more testing shows. So it did have some nuances in the introduction. Like I said, it has some moving parts a little bit more than the original. The original had that one grounding theme, and that was pretty much it. It was a good one though. Tiramisu, that tiramisu feel was really nice, but it didn't have that much layers. This one has a little bit more to it, but at the same time, both fairly linear scents, to be quite honest. So let's get into the Revolver of Signature, where I talk about seasons, day, night, versatility, performance. Let's start with seasons. This is a cool weather scent through and through. Fall and winter are its best seasons. I think mostly it's going to be more of a fall type scent for me in these Canadian winters. I don't know if this one's going to have the push, and I'm going to get into that later on. Day or night, I feel like this is more of a nighttime scent. Again, the black bottle kind of says it all. I feel like it's more of a, I don't think it's a signature scent. I don't know if that's what they're going for with the name. I feel like it's more of a date night, a playful, casual type of scent for the night. Versatility, I felt it was fairly average as a versatile scent. I don't think it's too crazy. Would I wear this to work? No, a little too playful. So not signature scent worthy, to be quite honest. Just fairly average as far as versatility goes. And performance, now this is where this one does okay, it does good. Longevity was 6 to 8 hours on my wearings, and projection was above average. So a fairly good performer, nothing crazy here. What I came to expect from the Ferragamo lineup with Uomo. So my final thoughts on this flanker was, it's a solid flanker to the original Uomo. I think it's a good addition to the line. I love the original and its gourmand tendencies, and this one is darker, a little different. It's different enough to warrant a purchase if you own the original, but still pulls a lot of the original. You're going to really feel that it has the original Uomo in the build of it. You're going to see that those tendencies that Morias utilized, very much the same. However, I really feel like it was a successful flanker. I think that this is a good release, and something that people are fans of the original should check this one out. It's actually a pretty decent release from Ferragamo. Now I'm done my work with Uomo Signature, but I'd love for you to comment below. If you can, let us know what you think about this particular fragrance, good, bad, and the ugly. I love reading your comments and seeing if you agree, disagree with me, and what do you think about this release? Love to see them in the comments. As usual, a great or poor fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your Uomo flanker wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.